Hey, this is Rob, and welcome to another episode of My Tin Lizzie. Well, Lizzie III, LT for short, is missing one of her headlight lenses. So in today's episode, why don't we go ahead and replace this and see how hard it really is. But first, let's do this. All right, now with that out of the way, let's take a look at Lizzie's headlight lenses. So they appear to be slotted, or at least have like a groove or something inside of them. It's black pattern, but we're missing one over here. You know, the thing about it is it kind of perplexed me initially when I looked at this. Now I did take a step ahead, and I'll show you what I did discover and how I discovered it. Because if you look at these, it's got like a bump on it. I'm looking like, well, are these riveted? Doesn't appear to be screwed. So how do you get these darn things up? Hold on a second. Let me show you what gave me a clue. All right, so I had to go get something to show you. So if you've seen in the previous episode, when I got Lizzie, I got a bunch of extra parts with her. And this was one of the things I got. Now, so I ran over to take a look and see what one of these things actually looked like. And thank goodness it was missing its rim or seal or whatever you want to call this. All right. Now, if you look real close, why, it's actually got a slot and a little bent groove in there. I'm like, wow, no way. I think these things actually turn to come off. So let's go ahead and give it a try, eh? So looks like you kind of give her a twist, and there it is. Look at that. Now this one in particular, it's got, so I think whoever took it off and put it back on, there's a little Ford logo in here, which is kind of cool. Um, looks like had it upside down. So, and you can feel the glass is kind of waved, made a special pattern. I don't know what that does yet. Now, Lizzie doesn't have a bulb in here, and I'm probably going to change these out, probably put LEDs in or something to make it nice. Yeah, I know. Don't lecture me on that. But anyways, our point right now is to get Lizzie going and try to start bringing her together 100%, pretty close complete. Um, Lizzie's got a lot of pieces here. I mean, she's, pretty good complete. But like I said, check out an earlier episode where we talk about that. Okay, so looks like it turns, and those little rivets, or whatever they are, little bumps on the inside, and they actually go into the groove here. Now, I see right away that it looks like the glass just sits in here, and there's some folding tabs that go in here. So that's kind of cool. Um, but right off the bat, I'm thinking that down the road, I might change that out. So right now, the point is to get Lizzie together and get her running. And then we're going to go back and change some stuff that I don't like. And the reason why I don't like this is, oh, Maxie's trying to get in here, is that I wish it had like a little bit of a rubber seal in here to help with vibration. These are glass. All right, so I actually have, you know what? Why don't we just put this one back on before we have some kind of accidente? All right, so pins on. She just goes in there, and yeah, just give her a twist. Ugh. Yeah, that works good. Looks like you got to give her a press too, eh? Press into this. Could be. There it is. It is. Press and twist. All right, now my Ford's up top. She's looking pretty good. Boom, boom. Let me get the other one. Let me get you the one I got in and show you. All right, so I got one in from all things eBay. All right, now mine, unfortunately, has a chip out of it like this, but I'm not too worried about it because looks like the tabs, and if you look, that'll be on the inside. Besides, I got a really good price on this. I couldn't pass it up. So here's our missing thing. So let's go ahead and remove Lizzie's other side. Ooh, we better put that down. Don't want it slipping off. All right, so on Lizzie's other side, just give her a turn, pop, and there she is. All right, so looks like somebody had tried to take a screwdriver to it at one time. Can you rotate that to the bottom so it's not so ugly? Yeah, probably. You know what? I'm going to move it. This is going to need a little TLC later down the road, I see. Yeah. Anyways, we'll put that at the bottom so it doesn't look so bad. All right, so this goes in here. Now, it's got a smooth side and a rib side. It looks like rib side goes in. And you just put her in here somehow, some way. Little tabs out. And just like that. So it's got these little tabs now, once you get it in here, I see, that you can gently bend over with a screwdriver. Oh, that's going to work out well, eh? To hold the lens in. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to bend them too much. Hold on. Let me get some pliers and a screwdriver. All right. So I got a pair of pliers and a screwdriver. Let's see if we can gently bend these tabs a little bit. Without causing too much damage. Yeah, I can see we're going to want to change this little setup here down the road. I'm not really too keen on this. You're just asking for broken glass. Well, right now it'll do. So, hey, if they can do it in 1926, we can do it now, right? Probably had some special tool that did it. All right. Let me bend this over a little bit. And then I'm going to straighten this. Let me straighten this little piece that somebody bent on here. That little TLC on there. Bend that back down and bend this other little nibba nabba that somebody did there. All right, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Lizzie's glass in. Okay. So and then kind of you gotta give it, there's like a seal in here. So just give it a little push and a little bit of a and there it is. Pardon the noise, the torpedo heater just kicked on. But there you have it. Now, Lizzie III has both her headlight lenses. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, seeing how to change a headlight lens in a Model T. And Lizzie III was happy to demonstrate. See you in the next episode. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell me if you like stuff. Tell me about your Model T and what you got going on. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.